am moving on to problem set 1 in the Harvard CS50 course. I already did the first 4 steps. They're pretty self-explanatory. So now I'm moving on to complete Hello World, which is pretty exciting because I've never written anything in C before. So I am going to kind of follow the instructions, not going to lie, because I don't really know C, but we'll get there. Okay, so open VS Code, start by clicking inside your terminal window and then execute CD by itself. You should find its prompt resembles this below. All right, perfect. So CD is change directory, so I'm just changing to the root directory. All right, make dir, mkdir is make a directory world. So we want to make a directory world mkdir world. And then we should see it pop up over here. And we do. All right, and then they cd world. So we're changing the directory our terminal is in to world. So now you can see that we're in that folder. And then to change directories into that folder, you should now see it pop up here and you can execute code hello.c to create a file called hello.c in which you write your code. Okay, so we're going to say code hello.c. So now within that folder, we have our hello.c. All right. And then we can write our code. Okay, so we want to run, we want to write a C program that says hello world when we call it. Okay, so we're going to say C how to print. All right. In C programming, the primary function used for printing output to the console is printf. This function is part of a standard input-output for studio.h. Okay, so we have to include the standard input-output, so stdio.h. Okay, so that is going to be this symbol and then include, and I'm going to make sure I type everything out so I remember how to do things in C, because importing packages in other programs is always different. All right, so then I do the bracket and then standard in out dot h. Is that what it is? Let's go back and look. Standard in out dot h. Okay, and then we can do our main function. So in this one, they're returning an int. So that is why this goes here. Let's do C how to create main function. Main function in C. Okay, so int main. The main function is the entry point in a C program. It's user-defined function where the execution of a program starts. Every C program must contain, and its return value typically indicates the success or failure of the program. The best example, this basic example demonstrates a simple main function. It prints hello world and returns 0 to indicate the function executed successfully. If we try to create a function with another name, the program won't be able to execute. Ain't func. Okay, so it has to be named main. That makes sense. Syntax in main, return type main. We can write the main function in many ways in C. The void return type is supported, but not recommended. Okay, so it sounds like we want to do the returning of the int. So we say what it's returning first, so int, and then we name our function main. Okay, and then we got our brackets. All right, so printf is how we do hello world. So printf, and then parentheses, quotes, hello world. I like an exclamation point. All right, so they're adding a new line after it. And I remember in the lecture that we want to do a new line, so that way our thing goes to the next line. So that sounds good. And then we want to return our int. So that way it knows we're done. Do we need semicolons in this language? Yes, so semicolon says when the line is done. Do I need a save or auto saves? I don't know. All right, so in a file, okay, so then we should be able to say make hello and then call the file. Okay, so let's see if we did this right. Make hello. Okay. Ooh, we got our compiled code here, our machine code, one might say. And then how do we call the /? Okay, so we're saying in this folder, run hello. And then we got our hello world. Very nice. All right, let's check out the hint, which is what they do. So they said int, but then they don't actually return an int. That's fine. Okay, how do we test make hello? It compiled successfully. We did see that, which we could also see with ls, which will list all of the files that are in there. So we have hello and then hello.c. Hello.c is where my code is, and then hello is where the machine code is. If you do not see an error message. Okay, well, we didn't see an error message, and then we do this. Ooh, and it sounds like we can do check 50. All right, so I'm actually going to copy this. Oops. Allow. So it says connecting, authenticating, verifying, preparing, uploading, waiting for results. So I'm assuming they have some sort of test suite, and when we run the check 50 function and we pass in what we want checked, it runs the test suite. So hello.c exists and compiles, but I failed the one that it prints hello world because I was feeling energetic and printed the exclamation point and a new line and caps, and I clearly didn't read the directions. So it expected me to print hello comma world. And now that it does, let me go ahead and we will say make hello. So we can recompile our hello file here. And then we will rerun /hello, which will run our hello world file, and we get our hello world. Now, personally, I like the new line because that would make this go on, but that is not how we pass our tests. So let's try this now. Again, run the test suite. Waiting for results. And there we go. We went ahead and passed all of our tests. It'd be cool to make our own test suite for this. All right, so now we want to run the style 50 on our hello.c file. So again, I think that this is likely style 50 is some sort of function, and we're passing in the file name. Ooh, and it says what? Okay, so apparently I'm being my JavaScripty type gross person, and this is how you do it. So we need to, in C, this is apparently how you do it. And apparently also, wait, so let me control. Oh yeah, so you apparently this goes down here like this, and then there's no space between that. All right, so let's go ahead and run style hello C again. Looks good, but consider adding more comments. All right, I don't feel like I need to add a comment, so that's fine. And then there's no need to submit. So that was our attempt start to finish at Hello World. See you in the next one.